Hey YouTube, welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if you've accidentally stumbled upon it. Stay a while, you might like it, you might be able to Hadouken that subscribe button. So welcome back to what we do, what I've been playing, what I've been watching, what I've been reading, and I get whiplash. My chiropractor doesn't recommend doing that, okay? I haven't played much this week, but I've been a busy bee, so I got quite a bit to talk about as normal. But before we go any further, I got a little experiment I want you to do, okay? It's quite important that you do this. So hold your hand up like that, and then close these three fingers, and then close that one there. So this finger hardly gets, no, I'm not flicking here, it's the finger next to the middle finger. Okay, now this finger doesn't do much, does it? So I want you to hover over the subscribe button and see if it works, because I'm not sure if you can subscribe using this finger. Let me know in the comments if it works or not, okay? But remember, I'm not charging at the moment, so you don't have to unsubscribe. Just tap it once, let me know. I'm just curious, I've got a couple of theories. Does it work or doesn't it work? I'm a bit of a scientist now and again. Anyway, okay, so what have I been playing? Didn't play anything. Can't remember. Since we last spoke on my last what I've been playing, watching, reading, so Sunday evening when I filmed these videos, I got back into Ys 8 and I'm fucking stuck. So I played it for a little bit Sunday night. I say a little bit, hour and a half, maybe closer to 2 hours, maybe perhaps. I'm a big fan of the game, but I have no idea where to go. So I'll have to ask one of my mates. One of my mates has finished this game. One of the boys, shout out Chris. He always gets a shout out on my channel. I'll have to see. Would you like to come on my channel, Chris? And he is a real person. He's not an imaginary friend. Yeah, Chris, let me know. Would you like to come on the channel? We can get a chair, we can catch up and just prove to the world I've got friends. Sorry, random. Yeah, so he recommended this game, so I'll have to ask him, what do I do? I'm in the mood to play a little bit of this, maybe. But I really don't want to stop. Like, I stopped playing Phoenix Rising because this game came along. This is a lot better than Phoenix Rising, in my opinion. It's a nice story. I like the pace of it. But I know I've got to unlock the map. But I just get lost. But I haven't played it for a week now. So maybe having a bit of a break and go back with a fresh pair of eyes. Maybe that's what I need to do, But I'm at least I am leveling my characters up. I'm not actually trying to do farming, but I am actually farming whilst looking. Like, have I been in there? Have I checked out all the corners of this map? Then, where does this lead? So, but I think I've gone everywhere, so I don't know what I've got to do. Let me know in the comments. So I don't want to stop that. I watched something Monday. Didn't do any gaming on Monday. Tuesday, I didn't do Tekken Tuesday, so apologies, I didn't do Tekken Tuesday. I know it probably ruined everybody's week, didn't it? I know, it's emotional. Tony didn't do Tekken Tuesday. I know some of the boys in work were very upset with me. But I went to a party. Wales are playing England in the football. We're not going to talk anymore about it. It's still a sore subject. We didn't stand a chance, did we? Well, we had a chance, but our best players have been injured or coming back from injury. I'm not making excuses, but let's move on. So I didn't have time to play anything on Tuesday, and I certainly didn't have time to do a live. I still don't know what the fuck I'm doing when it comes to these live videos. So I didn't do any Tekken Tuesday. I did, though, today. I did SNK Sunday, and I played King of Fighters 15. I was really in the mood to play this, and I played through it twice. I went as my usual. I'm still searching for Team Tony, or the perfect Team Tony. So locked in is King, obviously. Locked in is Nakaruru, obviously. They're my favourite two SNK characters of all time. Can argue Rock Howard, but in this game, those two are fucking fighting game perfection. And I thought, I haven't played as Leona for a while. I don't think she's going to make the cut. Probably Whip or Vanessa or Joe Higashi. See, it's hard. It's hard to find your perfect team. Let me know in the comments, who's your big three? Who's your three favourite characters in this game? Yeah. Though I went, in this game. That was quite serious, wasn't it? So let me know, in this game. But yeah, so I enjoyed that. Then I didn't, so I had 2 for 1 today. I stayed live. We did another playthrough, random characters, so random mode. And what I thought was, the reason I haven't done it before was because on the fight stick, I think you got to press L3. Well, my fight stick hasn't got an L3 to press in, so I had to connect my PlayStation 5 control pad, press L3, then connect my Victrix Pro and play that way. But I honestly thought you get the trophy just through one story mode playthrough. And as well, it was a nice surprise. It's a cool mode, right? It's not what I expected. I thought it'd be random 3 characters and that'd be it for the whole story mode. But no, every single round is a random team, you know. But I thought, at least I get a trophy now. But no, I think from what I can tell now is you've got to do random characters, that mode, and play as every single team, because only 5% of people have got that trophy. So it's a rare trophy to get. And I thought, I'll get a cheeky little trophy now. But no, that's a tough one. So what I'll do going forward, every Sunday, I'll continue my quest, or whenever we play this, I'll continue my quest to find Team Tony. I got a feeling it's Vanessa, if I'm honest. She's the perfect third one. Or Harumaru, but I don't want 2 Sam Show characters in my team, you know. Yeah, and then once I've done that story mode, I'll go back and do random, and eventually we'll get that trophy, guys, okay? But I fucking love this game. This is probably, it's definitely in my top 3 games of the year. It's looking like it is going to be my game of the year. Yeah, that game is fucking brilliant. The more I play it, the better it gets, and it's really good value for money as well, you know, because I'm still playing it and figuring out new things. And I've played that game. Okay, I didn't play it when I did my series around the world of 80 fighting games. Obviously, I played it on 1 episode, but that's the longest I've gone, those 2.5 months without playing it, you know. Anyway, moving on. The only other game I played, I picked this up on Black Friday sale Amazon, is The Ascent. I stuck this on last night, and it's visually it's up there, right? It's really impressive. I'm not sure if it's a PlayStation 5 exclusive. I haven't looked, but it caught my eye on Amazon. It was on my watch list. I think it's £25 normally. I had it for £15. It isn't. I thought you could just, with the right control stick, you just push it in the way you want it to go and it would automatically fire. But no, it's a bit hard to get used to. You've still got to use your trigger, so you fire, and then you're just controlling the aim with that thumbstick, with your right thumbstick, if that makes any sense. There's a couple of cool mechanics where you can aim high. So if your enemies are on a higher plane than you, and I'm assuming, I'm still early, I'm only like, my character's level 3, so it is an RPG as well. Yeah, so I'm still early days with it, but there are, like, if a character's, I'm assuming, you can hide behind things, and then you pull the left trigger to fire above it. I think that's, if not, that's a wasted opportunity, but I think that, I remember that coming up in one of the reviews. But yeah, I strongly recommend this. It was a ton of fun. Yeah, I really hope, I'm struggling though, right? I hope I'm wrong. Do you know with movies, it's very rare, and I talk about my movies as well. Someone asked me today on the live stream, what's your top 3 movies? They're all old films. I really hope, and I tend to watch old films all the time. It's very rare. One did get into my head this week. I watched a new film. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I've actually watched a film and a half and thoroughly enjoyed both of them. Classics. These could go down as classics, right? But I hope, like some people, it's hard to explain. Some people only like music from the 80s. Some people only like music from the 90s. They don't care about any other time period. I've got this feeling. I got my comfort games. Like 2 games I plan, I'll talk about. I finished one of them, and I just hope I'm not going to be. I got all these games. It's a waste of money having them in my collection if I'm not actually going to play them. That's my worry. I'm thinking, right, I'm going to play GTA 5. I think I finished that 7 times, the main campaign. I want to do Freedom Fighters. I probably finished that about 10 times. There's loads of games, but I hope I'm trying to break out to that. Sorry, I'm rambling now, but getting back to the Ascent then. Yeah, I so far saw very, very fucking good. It's really, really impressed with it so far. I'm not sure the developer, Curve, Neon Giant and Curve Games. Not familiar with their work. Is it an indie game? It's real visually. It's a very impressive game. I can't say much more about the story because I'm not really sure what's going on. But I think I'm down in the slums kind of thing, and there's it's like factions all fighting each other or something like that. So it's the makings of a good story, but I don't know much more. I can't tell you much more without spoiling it for you. What else? That's all I played. I did have a 1 round of King of Fighters 2002, and I did a level of Resogun, but I'm struggling, right? I did like a test, so hum along if you can't sing along. I apologise. I was doing a King of Fighters test, so I can upload straight from my PlayStation 5, go live on YouTube. Only last week I set up my YouTube on my PlayStation. So normally watching it either on my phone or on my iPad. So I had to put it on there. Then I thought I can stream live, and then I was struggling. I couldn't get my audio to work. So apologies, hum along if you can't sing along. I could see you commenting, but I had no way to reply or respond to you, so I wasn't ignoring you. So apologies. So I was messing around. I will figure it out. Maybe I need to watch like a tutorial or something. Or there must be that. It can't be that hard. Or I'll ask one of my mates. One of my imaginary friends, Chris, my imaginary friend. I'll ask him to come over and have a look at it. So I plan to play then this week. I'm gonna stick with that. Obviously, I'll do SNK Sunday. I don't know. I probably will play that next Sunday. I want to stick with these 2 as well. But me being me, I'm in the mood to play Star Wars Republic Commando. This is still sealed. This was £10. I've never actually played Star Wars Racer as well. So this is what I mean. It's like the nostalgia. You can argue, this isn't really it because it's a remaster of it, or not a remake. It's like HD graphics or whatever, so that doesn't really fall into it. Anyway, so I plan to play either that this week, but I don't want it to interfere too much with those games because what I don't want to do is just stop playing them. If I don't play either of those 2 games in the next 7 days, I'll probably end up deleting them off my hard drive. And the other game I'm tempted to jump into, but I probably have to be patient, don't I, and leave them on the back burner until I get a bit further in the other games. Or finish, that's what I need to learn to do. Finish a game, then move on to the next game. But I'm excited to get into Devil May Cry, the HD. I'll probably do them in order, or I got the itch to play the 3rd one, because that was the best one, wasn't it? So that's what I plan to play. Obviously, I'll have an update next week for you guys. Okay, then. So, what did I watch? This was brilliant. I'm so glad as well. I don't know. It must have been like I was buying stuff on Amazon on Black Friday, and then Top Gun Maverick just came up. I can't remember how much I paid for it. It's obviously the Blu-ray. Oh yeah, it doesn't look blue, it's fucking silver on the top, but it is the Blu-ray. So this came up as a recommended. It was less than £10. I thought I was really, I was tempted to go to the cinema to watch it, but I never went any further than that. And a couple of my friends when I was working my last job were saying, if you're going to watch it in the cinema. and they were absolutely spot on. This movie was brilliant. Visually, I'm really glad though. A lot of the time, I'll like Shin Godzilla. I don't own that on Blu-ray. I've got it on iTunes, so it's just easy. I watch it a lot when I can't sleep and stuff, because I haven't actually got a TV in my bedroom. But I just thought, nah, buy it on Blu-ray and enjoy it on the big screen, on the HD screen. And visually, it's a masterpiece. But it was so nostalgic, and I gotta be honest, when it was coming on, I thought I had to look again. I thought I bought the original movie from the 80s. Was it 86 or 88? I can't remember. Because the music's exactly the same. But then you look and you go, oh yeah, fucking hell, these are much more modern aircrafts than the first one. Yeah, this is brilliant. This guy, obviously he's got Tom Cruise. If it didn't say, it says the ultimate feel-good movie of the decade. It's really good feel-good movie. If I hadn't read that, I would have thought Maverick would have died in it. Because they do that in these films, don't they? But no, it's, knowing his, well, spoilers. Maybe I should have said that before, but most people have watched it, so apologies if he doesn't die. But I thought he was going to die when his plane gets, or his jet gets shot down. It doesn't show it, but you think, is that too obvious? He survived, or anyway, he survives. But Goose's son, that guy, I'm not sure what his name is, but he doesn't do bad films. He's fucking brilliant in it. Tom Cruise is an amazing actor, isn't he? Love him or hate him, but he might be a weirdo in real life, or come across as a bit of a strange one in real life. But boy, can he act. This is him at his absolute best. But then, it must be, imagine being a young actor, knowing who Tom Cruise is, because he is a A-list celebrity, isn't he? But he holds his own, wherever that guy is. He's got a couple of intense scenes with Tom Cruise, and he really does hold his own in it, you know. He's not like intimidated, doesn't come across. He's a very good actor, that's what I'm trying to say. And I thought it was really good casting. Obviously he's got the moustache. He's playing the piano. It's a complete, not a rip-off of the first movie, but it's almost too cliche, almost. But it's they have done it in the right way, so. And Maverick's outside watching. He's upset. He gets kicked out of the bar, doesn't he? And he's watching Goose, his son, play the piano. And I think he's even singing the same song. It's like, really? But yeah, so definitely, if you haven't seen it, sorry if I might have spoiled it for you. I won't talk about it anymore. But I can't recommend this game. Keep calling it game. This movie enough. This is probably, I'll have to have a look what actually at the films I've watched this year. This is my movie of the year so far, or off the top of my head, you know. I can't fault it. I really, really can't fault it. The other movie I finished then, I think I made some notes and talked about it last week, was Tekken. I thought I had about 20 minutes left. It was about 15 minutes left. It does end quite suddenly. It wasn't the best ending. I won't go any further into it. Yeah, if you're a fan of Tekken, or a fan of, is it 90s or 2000s? It's not actually based in the year 2039, so it's not actually that far away. But yeah, I enjoyed it for what it is, you know. I'm not comparing, in fact, that's not in the same league as that. But yeah, if you're a fan of Tekken, go check it out, you know, and it's not expensive, you know, a couple of quid you could pick that up for. I think I had it on Amazon brand new, £4-5, I think, something like that, and I got no regrets, you know. So that's what movies I've watched. It's very rare I've watched 2 movies in a week. I really struggle. Right, stopped watching Bleach. A bit disappointed with myself. I'm not going to give up on it. I've done this so many times. I'll watch a series. Maybe it is intimidating knowing there's 16 seasons with at least 20 episodes per season. I got a long way to go. Maybe at the back of my mind that is it, but I can't fault it. It's really good fun. It's really funny, good action, good story. You can't wait to watch the next one. But I've actually started watching something else. Okay, I'll tell you what that is. But yeah, I really hope it's too good to just stop watching. I think I'm on like episode either 11 or 13. I think I'm on episode 13. I think. I did have a bit of a routine when I was working nights. Every night before I went to bed, or every morning rather, I went to bed, I would watch an episode of that. And it was just because they're only like 20 minutes. And that was enough to get my heart rate back down after riding my motorbike. Then go to bed and go to sleep, you know. So I need to get that back in my routine, you know. But what I've been watching instead of it, I am really enjoying this. It's on Netflix. Maybe I'm the only person that hasn't watched it all. A lot of people in work told me it was definitely worth checking out. It's Wednesday. They've made a season, or a TV show, or a Netflix show rather, on Wednesday Addams from the Addams Family. I love the Addams Family. It's so funny, right? So I made a couple of notes. I strongly recommend it. It is, what caught my eye as well is it's a Tim Burton. It's the perfect director, you know. So I like everything I like about it, right? I like the fact that I don't know her name. The 90s Wednesday, you know, the one who was in the 2 movies, and she was in Casper. She's in it, but I had to look. I didn't know. I was like, she looks familiar. She's like, she plays like a school counsellor or something. Oh, and a side note as well, the setting, I think it's filmed in Romania. How stunning is this school? Fuck, it's like a boarding school, but it's so nice looking. It's like we've got a short drive in Wales, Castlecoch. It looks like that, but it's a school. Do you know what I mean? It's a real place. It's fucking stunning, right? So I like the fact that it's good. It's a good nod, that is. So it's got the 90s Wednesday in it. She was in Comic-Con one year, wasn't she? She was one I was tempted to go and meet, but anyway, that's passed. They really, as well, not just the main actress. I think she's playing like a high school girl, but she's like 20 or something in reality. But all the actors and actresses are really good. I think Stranger Things, all the actors and actresses, they were really young in season 1, but they've gone on, and one of them's in Godzilla. They are good actors and actresses, and one's been in Stephen King's It. And because they're so talented, I got the feeling it'll be the same with this. At least 3 or 4 of them will go on to bigger, better things, you know. Wednesday is perfectly cast. She's got she's got the look, but she can act as well, and she's really funny as well. Some of the fucking one-liners in it are just so funny, you know. The sheriff, the actor that plays the sheriff, he looks familiar. Is he the guy off Watchmen? I think he is, but Watchmen's well over 10-year-old film now. 10, coming up to 15 years old maybe now. Is he, is it Kojak? You know, the guy who puts the mask on and the mask changes? He reminds me of him. He might be the same actor. Again, very good actor. Favourite actress in it, Catherine Zeta-Jones. What a fucking babe. Unfortunately, I haven't got a chance. She likes older men, you know. But she's from my hometown. She's from Swansea, born and bred. And funny fact with her, my father used to be a policeman, and he was arrested once for drunk driving, and Catherine Zeta-Jones phoned the place where her father was being where his father was being held, and she spoke to my father and give him a fucking right. She's a bit of a Karen apparently. Do you know who I am? And my father didn't give a shit. Like, he was all right, okay, Catherine, right? As if he knew, but he's just pretending he didn't know. He didn't give a fuck. Like, do you know what I mean? Who she was. But yeah, I'm a big fan of Catherine Zeta-Jones, if you know what I mean. Yeah, overall it's really funny. But my favourite actor in it, I gotta be honest, and they're all really good actors, like I said earlier on, is Eugene. Another little geeky guy. I hope he's in it more. I think I'm on episode 6. There's either 8 or 10 of them, isn't there? So I'm just over halfway. And yeah, he's so funny. He's the one I think could have a career. Yeah, he's really funny. I think he'd be a funny person in real life. he just comes across as a funny kid, you know. I did start watching last night as well, and I'm only about not even halfway into it. I fell asleep, but not in a bad way. I just put the film on, and films relax me, and the plan is to fall asleep while watching it. Is Troll on Netflix. I think it's Norwegian. So you can watch it with, I think it's set to English. You can watch it. Apparently it's better if you watch it with the subtitles. But I just kept it as the original Netflix settings. And it's really, really, really good. So I can't fault it. It gives me, dare I say, Godzilla vibes. So maybe that's why I like it. But it's got loads of nods so far. Do you know, like, when the troll, he's done really well as well. It's a troll at the end of the day. But when you can hear him come in, his footsteps, you know, like in the famous Jurassic Park, the first Jurassic Park, when the waters go into the footsteps, there's a nod to that. I think it's a cup of tea. Or that's right, there's an old couple. And but I didn't like this bit, actually. So there's an old couple living out in the countryside, and the trolls must be walking, doesn't show it, but he's walking towards them. And they're like looking at the tea. He opens the door to see what's going on, and he's got a dog is barking, going mad, and he's like, wonder what's up with the dog, kind of thing. Of course the dog can see the troll, so he opens the door and he sees the troll. So they go back into the basement, and I was like, hang on, you're leaving the fucking dog out there. The first thing I would do would be, if it was Rossi, my dog, Rossi, quick, come here, boy. And then I gotta be careful, he doesn't actually come now. But yeah, I'd make sure he's safe with me. But then they go in the basement, and it is a happy ending, I suppose. They come back out. It's all like, you can hear like a storm or something. It sounds like they come up. The house is gone, but then it pans back. They're like, oh my god, there's nothing left. Just ruins, wood and tiles everywhere. But the dog is safe. It shows. I'm glad they showed that the dog survived. You know, otherwise I wouldn't be too impressed. So go check that out as well. I think it's doing really well with the reviews as well. Okay then, so God, I can talk, can't I? My YouTube, I watch a ton of YouTube as per usual. I watched a really cool video this week. So my YouTube video of the week is, I am subscribed to this channel, is Geordie Slasher Gaming. Really good idea. I'll never be able to do this challenge. He's doing, right, a 52 game challenge, so 52 games a year. So every single week he's finishing a game, and it looks like at the end of every single month, I'm not sure what episode I caught, it was September or October or something one. He tells you the games he's finished, kind of like I did around the world of 80 fighting games. That's 80 days playing a different game every day for 80 days, but that's just arcade mode. I could not, and it would stress me out. If I was, imagine getting to like week 51 and you can't finish the game or something. So he's got to plan it out. You've got to put a bit of thought into it. It's a really good video. He's very natural in front of the camera. He's a funny guy. And he just basically holds a game up and he tells you a little bit about it. I like as well, he's similar to me. He's not heavily edited channel or anything like that. I like that. Even if I had the top of the range camera and everything, maybe I'd like to have gameplay showing, maybe. But what I like about his channel, and it's maybe what I hope people like about my channel, it's just like relaxed. I sit down, I'm talking to you. I'm just telling you what I've been up to, what I've been playing. So that's what I appreciated with Geordie Slasher Gaming. So go check. I will try my best. I think I know how to do it now. Just tag his channel in the video as well. But yes, go check out his channel. It's a good channel, you know. Right, what have I been reading? So I've only been reading one thing this week. I think I read 4 nights. Some nights I'm working nights, not last week, the week before, has knocked me for 6. The amount of times I'm nearly falling asleep on my lunch break in work. I was almost at the point where I think I better put an alarm on my phone. So if I do actually drift off, a manager's not going to come find me snoring in the fucking staff room. I've fallen asleep, I think 3 nights, just sitting down. I have my food. I put my food away, my plates away, and I just sit there and I'm shaking my, like I've dozed off for half hour or so. Yes, I'm pretty much then go straight to bed, you know. But I've been continuing Berserk. So this is volume 3, Bambinos. I had a good read last night though, so maybe I was tired. I read about 100 pages or so. Went to the toilet. Normally I go to the toilet, I come back and go to sleep. But I picked up the book again, read another 50 or so pages. So I've got... Gotta be careful not to show you any nudity. There's boobs. There's a lot of boobs in the last chapter. So I got that much to read, you know. Or things start to fall apart. So I'm... I remember... I haven't read this for 2 years maybe, but I do remember it very clearly. But it's so enjoyable reading it, so I definitely recommend it. And I do recommend the deluxe editions as well. It does work out the good value for money. And I might be having I've got volume 6, so up to volume 6. Funny enough, I was talking to my brother today, what do you want for Christmas? And I mentioned, I like to tell him a few things and then he'll pick from a list of things. And I'm hoping he picks up... volume 7, but if he doesn't, I'll just buy it in the new year, you know. But it'd be nice to have it off my brother. Okay, so that is it. Thanks for watching. I'm just going to do my training update in a bit. So everyone that's here for what I've been playing, what I've been watching, what I've been reading, please don't forget to Hadouken that subscribe button, Bambinos. Thanks for watching. Love you. Goodbye. Still there? Hey, this is my training update. Much better training this week compared to last week. Again, well, I'm not making excuses, but in reality, nights and me do not get on. I can't get up and go for a run at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I just got to get up early and do my run, you know. I've actually done, technically, since last Sunday, I've been running 3 times. But my plan is to do 2 a week, but I'll explain, right? So I went to work Monday, much better, much more organised shift on the in-work working days. So like I know for a fact I finish at 5 o'clock. I finish. You haven't got to stay on or anything like that. You finish, you can go home, kind of thing, right? So came home, fed Rossi, had a protein shake. Didn't even sit down, got ready and went for a run. And it was one of the nicest runs I've done. It was pitch black. I run across a canal. When I say pitch black, your eyes adjust, don't they? So I can see Rossi's tail. That's important. So I got to keep an eye on him. There's no one else stupid enough to be out jogging. There was one cyclist, to be fair, but you can see him coming a mile away because he's got lights on his bike. We didn't see anyone else. It's like we got my area to myself, you know. So I ran for 10 kilometers. So I ran 5 kilometers, turn around and back. But it was hardly any wind. Rain isn't nice when you're running, but the wind is the thing I fucking hate when I'm running, okay? But it was stunning. It was like there wasn't a cloud in the sky. You could see it wasn't a full moon, but you could see the moon, you could see all the stars, and it was just... Oh, it was such a nice feeling, and I'm really glad I did 10 kilometers because that's what I call a proper run now. Anything under than 10 kilometers on my main run, because I do a big and a small run. Anything under 10 wouldn't have counted because I think the week before I did like 8.5k. Then Thursday, then I did 6k. It was pretty much the same route, but obviously I stopped. I did 3k, turn around, come back. Once I've done my half marathon on Christmas Day, that 6k run, it did start off as a 3 kilometer run, but I just had to get the body used to training after work. I was experimenting with having my food, letting that go down, going later, but no, I just feel too heavy when I'm running after food. So what works for me is a light protein shake when I come home, or a banana or a fruit bar, just to get rid of that hunger and then go and do my run. 6k is quite comfortable now, but the plan is to get that run up to 10 kilometers. So my midweek run will be a decent sized run as well, okay? So I then went this morning and I thought anything over 12 kilometers I'll be happy with, because we did my hills, call it hills, valleys, I call them mountains. They were steep, and I really noticed this morning the difference in, I haven't done this run. Normally I got like a 3-week rotation. Again, because of that night shift, it's just knocked my training a little bit. I've lost my routine, my rhythm and routine, I suppose. So I thought, right, that was the run it's been the longest since I've done that run. Basically, I run for 6.5k, turn around and 6.5k back. But there's this steep bit, and normally it's like there's a fallen down tree, and I normally jog to there, and I can't breathe. I'm struggling to get air in my lung. I'm a big guy, so I'm struggling to get enough air in my lungs. So I walk the length of the tree, then I jog, and I stop. It's 3 intervals. So I do jogging, stop, walk for like a couple of trees, jog, stop. I went all the way up the first straight without stopping. So I felt it was hard, but I couldn't have done that a month ago. So I'm still improving. And basically, I think I stopped for a walk 3 times in the whole jog. On the way back, it's quite a steep. I went a bit further than normal. I could see into Port Talbot and the steelworks and stuff. And it was like, the reason I turned around is because it was just mud everywhere. I don't even think I was actually on a track. I must have got lost and going through the woods or something. Oh, this looks nice. And then all of a sudden I thought, I'm going to trip and hurt myself. So I got the 6.5k and jogged back, basically. But I wanted, what an improvement. I felt pretty good, you know. This morning's run isn't about times. I got to be honest, until I've done my half marathon on Christmas Day, I'm not interested. I'm not like, oh, what time? It's nice to see the times coming down, but it's not the be all and end all, you know. I'm not like, oh my God, I got to get under 5 kilometers an hour. A kilometer, like my fastest, okay, then is like 5 minutes something for 1 kilometer. But when I started, I was lucky to get under 8. So I definitely am improving, you know, that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, so I had a really, 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 really good week with the old training. Yeah, so that is actually the end of my video now. So let me know, what have you been playing? Oh, I will check in as well. I did buy 2 new books yesterday, didn't I? I'm going to take one of these bad boys. We're going to have a Berserk in the evenings, and in work I'm going to read one of these. But if I tried to read a book on my break last week, I would have just been falling asleep in the start, because reading does make your eyes tired, and that would have been a recipe for disaster. So I keep you posted. I might do the never ending story, actually. I'll put that there, so I'll take it down and put it in my bag right now. Yeah, so thank you very much for watching. Let me know what have you been watching, what have you been reading, what's the other one, and what have you been playing? I forgot what my thing was called then. Yeah, thank you very much for watching. Love you. Goodbye.